We're with SPU distance coach Chris Reed. Chris and the Falcons getting ready finally for the first cross-country meet of the season coming up this Saturday at the PLU Invitational in Tacoma. Chris, the kids have done lots of training, lots of practicing. What have you seen? And I'm guessing they are ready to race this week.
Yeah, they're ready to race. I think it's been a long time. This is probably the longest we've gone without opening up a season. This will be the end of our fourth formal week of training together. And, we did do an inter-squad race simulation a couple weeks ago, so they have had a chance to put on some racing shoes and get in a somewhat competitive situation, but it's just so different when you're racing against your teammates versus when you're racing against other teams. And I think they're itching ready to go.
What have you seen from this group during these 4 weeks, both the men and the women?
Yeah, I guess we'll start with the women. They look great. I think there's a lot of hype around this team right now, and we feel really good about where we're at, and we're pretty healthy right now, and we've got a lot of runners doing a great job at the moment. And if we can maintain that, I think there's going to be some exciting results upcoming for this group. And then, the men's side has just improved so much. It's a far cry from where we were a few years ago, and where they're at is just so exciting. They've really, some of the upperclassmen have taken the next step. They've made some huge gains over the off season, and it's a good team now. Didn't used to always be able to say that, but we've got a good men's team this year.
Okay. We talk about some of the hype surrounding the women. They'll be number 8 nationally this week, number 3 regionally. All 7 runners are back from last year. That doesn't happen very often. Just talk about the makeup of this team here.
No, it doesn't happen very often, but I'll be honest, having all 7 runners back is not really what's making us so excited about the season. I know a lot of people are excited about that particular statistic, that particular fact, but what makes us excited is that we have is the way that those particular ladies are running. Coming 7 ladies back from cross country, sure, but if you look at the improvements that each of the returners have made, it's like a totally new team. It's a totally different team from a year ago. I could point to just about anyone on the team, and you could talk about Dania Holmberg and how different she is from a year ago. Talk about how much Elizabeth Thompson has gained this year. Talk about the big strides that Kelsey Washingberger has made. She wasn't even on the cross roster last year, and you can just go through the line, and it's really not just an improvement of last year's team. It's a brand new team, and that's really what gets us so excited.
What makes this team so much better? Is it another year of experience? Obviously, they've got the physical tools. Is it their mental approach? What's making this team so good with the chance to do some nice things this fall?
You mentioned a few of them right there. The experience definitely helps. They've been in big situations. Every returner we have from last year scored at the Outdoor Conference Championship, and so it's coming off of a high momentum track season too, and that experience in championship settings really helps. But yeah, they've made such gains physically, mentally, and probably more than anything else, this team really believes in each other, and it's a group that's unified. It's a group that has high aspirations and has every intent to achieve the things they're set out to achieve. The way that they work together is what really makes them special.
And speaking of working together, again, you talk about those men. You've had some of these guys together for 3 years now. They've bought into what you're trying to do, and now they're starting to see some of the results with the effort that they put into it.
Yeah, talk about a totally different team. Some of the workouts we've had, there's just such a different energy about the intent to do it as a team. I think one of the themes that the guys have talked about is that in the past maybe we felt like a collection of individuals. And in the last few years, it's been a collection of individuals, but those individuals have been better, and so we've had better results. But now they really feel like a team, and they're doing it for each other, and they're encouraging each other in workouts in a different way. They're packing a little closer together in certain kinds of training, and the guys are extremely motivated by what the team is capable of achieving, and it's just driving everything. And it's still, we're excited right now. We don't have any results to back it up yet, and obviously things don't always go as you hope for every step of the way.
Cross country is what it is.
Yeah, that's right. But right now we feel good about what's to come, and if we can stay on the track we're on, we'll be very successful this season.
Let's talk about just a few of the individuals. Again, on the ladies' side, you've got an All-American cross-country runner, you've got an All-American track person, you've got an All-Region cross-country runner. Talk about some of those ladies a little bit.
Gosh, yeah. Well, Kaylee Mitchell had an injury at the end of last track season that really was unfortunate because she was the only freshman to make the NCAA steeplechase field. She's a school record holder now as a freshman in a new event. But that she's totally turned her back on that injury. She looks like her old self again. She looks great, and we're really excited about the fall that she can have. And obviously, as a returning All-American, she has a lot of experience, even in just the 1 year she's been running with us. Kate Lilly, we saw the huge breakthrough she had in that NCAA outdoor 5K final. Just absolutely gutsy. She's one of the best runners in the NCAA Division II right now, and I think she's really looking forward to the opportunity to show that on the cross country course as well. And then when you look at Catherine Walter, she was all region last year and managed to do some nice things on the track. And I think a lot of the team are really looking to her as kind of that steady force, that person that really knows what she's doing. She brings the experience, and they can gear off of that. And one person that a lot of the articles aren't talking about is Daniel Holmberg, and there's a lot of she didn't have a very successful championship portion of her cross-country schedule last year, but when you saw what she was able to do this track season, there's no doubt that she's ready to do some huge things this fall, and we're real excited about her.
And on the guy side, you got 3 guys back who ran number 1 for you on different times last year. Colin Bowden did that a couple times, Colby Otero, and Elias Graff.
Yeah, and all 3 of those guys had monster summers. They came back fit, ready to go. Those 3 are operating at a high level right now. And we fully expect that if they can stay healthy, they're going to have really good results. And then you talk about some new additions too. Seamus Mahoney as a freshman coming in is a really exciting future. Jacob Almaris was a top 10 runner at the 6A meet in Oregon last year, and Jared Putney doesn't feel like a new addition, but on the cross country roster he is, and he's made a huge difference so far as just his running, but also just what he brings as a leader of the team.
What is possible for these teams this year? Again, if everybody stays healthy, runs as they should, what's within reach for these teams?
Yeah, we haven't talked a whole lot about outcome goals. I think what we're really focused on now is trying to be as successful as we can and be as unified as we can. I mean, there are certain outcome goals that we've had. I mean, certainly the guys are aiming for top 5 at conference, top 10 at regionals, and I think the ladies certainly have their sights set on top 10 at the NCAA meet, if not better. Auto qualifying at the regional championship, if not better, is a goal. We have certain conference goals too that we're excited about. So, we'll see how it all plays out. But I think right now the focus is staying healthy, running for each other, and believing in each other every step of the way. And if we can do that, I think we'll let the outcomes take care of themselves when November comes around.
Good. Within the conference, I know the women are the number 1 in the poll, but it's basically a 3, maybe a 4-team race. So just talk about the quality of this conference.
Just a lot of good
Falcons
teams right now. Yeah, I mean, the preseason poll had 3 GNAC teams in the top 10. I think if I remember right, Anchorage was 7th, Simon Fraser 8th, and our women were 9th. And then Western Washington came in 16th or 17th or something like that. And every team is deserving of being in that kind of top 20 range. So it's a good top end, and anything can happen. I think that's the thing about these races is on any given day, any team that's ready to do it can take the crown, and we're excited that the coaches have picked us first. It's a vote of confidence for sure. It was not news to us. We've had our sights set on that for a while, but again, it's going to come down to doing the little things right and being consistent.
All right, Chris. Thank you very much. Good luck this season.
Thank you.